You have not already watched Beauty and the Bester on Netflix? You need to go watch it. How could one fake a death, burn the body, escape, run a business, all while being incarcerated? That is the most insane thing. And then not to mention the woman that was partnered in all on this, and she had her whole life ahead of her. Oh my God. Like, it just lets you know how a man could literally ruin your life. Like, they can come in, shake your world, and ruin your whole fucking life. Like, she was very successful without him. I don't understand it. I will never understand it. I need to go watch that documentary. As a Pisces woman herself, you know we love documentaries. Netflix, they did a big one with this. I'm still watching it. I have not yet finished. But this man is a master manipulator. He literally rules women in, like sometimes rapes them, kills, like, oh my God, it's so juicy. It's terrible at the same time, but the base is in South Africa. Y'all gotta watch it. Y'all gotta watch it.
I just watched Beauty and the Bester on Netflix, and Sister Cat, let me fucking tell you, the drama in South Africa is hot. Oh my God. I don't even know where to fucking start, but I'm gonna start somewhere. So basically, the documentary is about this man that goes to prison for unaliving this girl. Prior to him unaliving this girl, he was known as the Facebook Graper, where he was basically luring girls from Facebook and pretending like he had a fucking modeling agency, and then he would meet up with them and then grape them. So I guess the graping of the women wasn't enough for him, so he decided to unalive one. So boom, he's in prison, completing his prison sentence for unaliving the lady, right? He meets a doctor, a very rich, successful influencer doctor. How did she meet that man? I have no idea. I don't think that was ever covered in the documentary, actually. However, he meets this lady in prison and he starts a relationship with her. So this man fakes a suicide and then escapes from prison, right? The doctor lady is the lady that helped him escape. The way they set his suicide up, though, hold on. So basically, it was reported that he was burned alive in a fire in his cell. And the reason why they thought he burned alive was because they found the body in his cell burned alive. Come to fucking find out that wasn't even his body in that cell. Nope. That doctor lady had been visiting multiple different morgues, is that what it's called? She had been going around to different morgues trying to find the perfect body that could act as the body of that man. After they realized that he had like faked his suicide or whatever, they did an investigation on him. Bitch, the amount of shit that came out that this man was doing in prison. He was running like multi-million-dollar businesses from prison. The doctor lady hosted a gala for investors for their scamming ass business that they had together. And during the gala, this man FaceTimes into the gala from prison. But none of the investors at the gala know that he's in prison. It is so much, Sister Cat. It's so much. Like, when I thought I knew what was about to happen, I was quickly bamboozled because something else happened that I didn't think was gonna happen. Like, I really implore everybody to go watch it now. You need to go watch it now.
We just watched the craziest true crime documentary on Netflix. It's called Beauty and the Bester. And it is like, honestly, if I did not think it was a true story, I would think it was a made-up movie. It is the craziest one probably we've ever watched, like storyline-wise. What do you think about it?
It's crazy. To think it would happen in the U.S., I mean, it'd be hard, but...
Yeah, basically the story is, we don't give too much away, but it's basically a doctor. She gets hooked up with this guy who's in prison. It happens in South Africa. And she gets hooked up with this really bad dude. He's in prison. He stages his death in prison. It is the craziest, wildest story. You would not think this was a true story. It is absolutely bonkers. It is crazy. When I was watching, I'm like, this cannot be a true story. It absolutely is. And the two of them are still, he was already in prison, of course, so he's back in prison. She's in jail now, and she's awaiting trial, I think. Right. But this one is a must-see. Go watch this. I think they just released this on Netflix.
Yeah, it's in the top 10.
Yeah, I think it's in the top 10. It's called Beauty and the Bester. It's on Netflix. Highly recommend. We just got done with it, and I'm like, I got to tell you guys about it, but go watch.
You burned yourself alive in a max security prison. You have to convince somebody to help you set up a scam like this. But baby, that's the kind of pity whacker I want to miss. Cause ain't no way. Netflix is becoming the king of scam likely documentaries. And I'm not mad about it. I'm not tired of yelling at my TV. And I don't think I ever will be. If you have not seen Beauty and the Bester on Netflix, please give it a watch. So this 3-part series on Netflix is the retelling of a prison break that happened in South Africa, where this celebrity doctor quite literally helped her man, who was a convicted unaliver, escape from prison. And I'm gonna tell you what, she's not innocent either though. She's just as much of a hook as he is, because the scams that they was running while this man was fully locked up in a max security prison, I just don't understand. Like, the Nigerian prince schemes ain't got nothing on these. Nothing at all.
I'm like, I'm trying to process what the fuck I just watched. Hey, so now that we're over Kendra and her weirdness with the catfish show, we need to lock the fuck back in. On Netflix, there is a docuseries called Beauty and the Bester. I just finished the first episode. It's a South African story. And the South African accent always makes me giggle. I don't know why. That's a side note, not important. I'm just gonna read, because I'm not gonna reveal, I'm not gonna do the big reveal at the end, because I am in shock. There's only 3 episodes in this docuseries, each about 45 minutes. The second episode is almost 50 minutes. Hold on. The first episode synopsis says a sudden prison fire takes the life of a notorious criminal, stunning the nation, but an in-depth investigation begins when foul play is suspected. That's literally an understatement, bitch. That is the understatement of the century. I'm gonna watch the second episode on live, like right now, because I need you people to lock that fuck in.
Okay, I'm watching Beauty and the Bester, the new Netflix documentary, and I'm like halfway through the first episode. There's 3, and I am so confused. Can anybody help me? Can you comment? Because, like, I am so confused. So the guy who was unalived in prison was also with the girl he unalived that he got put in prison for, is the same girl that claimed his body after he was unalived in prison. Y'all stick with me here. I am so confused. Who is TK? Who's this girl that's married with kids that claimed his body but was the one he unalived years before? Am I tracking? Because I'm so confused. Usually by this point in a documentary, I've got context. I mean, this is worse than like unknown number confused.
This is the craziest documentary I've ever seen. That's what everyone always says, but this shit is actually crazy. Without spoiling anything, Beauty and the Bester is about influencer Dr. Nandipha, and she falls in love with Thabo Bester, a man who committed murders and essayed women. So this doctor, who was treated like a celebrity, fell in love with this monster who called himself the Facebook rapist. I had to change the word, you know how TikTok does it, but it's not like she didn't know who he was. Apparently, he's just such a smooth talker that she just fell for his charm. Or did she? Some close to Dr. Nandipha says she was a victim, but either way, what these two are willing to do for their so-called marriage is so outrageous. It's one of the most outrageous things you will ever see. The story is also so damning that Thabo Bester put in a bid to block Netflix from releasing this documentary about his life, claiming it was defamatory. But as you can see, it's available to watch right now, so you can watch it for yourself and see what the hell happened. Was the good doctor a victim of Thabo Bester or an accomplice for his master plan? The truth is shocking as hell.
So glad I got in the way mood because I need to talk to y'all. I've been meaning to call y'all. Are y'all watching Beauty and the Bester or whatever it is? Excuse me? Women are so fucking dumb. Like, women really piss me the fuck off. What do you mean? What do you mean you didn't pick up the I'm on episode 2. I ain't gonna give it away. But please tune into that, because I'll be like so lost. What? And it's always like the really pretty ones, the really rich ones, the really like influential ones, the ones that, man, what? Tune in, go watch it.
Hey guys, I just finished this amazing documentary on Netflix called Beauty and the Bester. It was so good. It's 3 parts, y'all. It's about this criminal. He goes to jail for life, but he meets this doctor, female doctor. She's famous, but anyway, he meets women all the time. He can manipulate them, but it's a true story. They go on this crazy. It's a crazy story, okay? But you will not be disappointed. I don't want to give it away because it's so good, but it's 3 parts. You know, if you have any time tonight on Sunday night and you want something to watch, it's really good. But watch it and let's talk about it later, because when I tell you, you will not be disappointed. And it is such an amazing story. And it is true. Like, you couldn't even fathom. You just couldn't. So, yeah, it's on Netflix. It's called Beauty and the Bester. So check it out. Bye.
Male-centered women scare me. Okay? Because I'm watching this Netflix documentary called Beauty and the Bester. What do you mean this woman who was a doctor, who was well-renowned, like basically famous in South Africa, she decided to help a man who was in prison for life for murder and being a serial rapist? She helped him escape prison by him faking his death, all while she had her own husband and 2 children, and then she went on the run with him. I'm only on episode 3. Like, I just started episode 3. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Because it's one thing if you have nothing, like you don't have a family, you don't have a husband or kids, you think this might be the only chance to have a husband or whatever. This woman had a husband and kids and still decided to do this. I don't like, oh my God. Besides all her accomplishments and her like financial situation, her maybe going to jail, it's like you're giving up your family for a guy that you I think in the document, it doesn't seem like they knew each other before this. Like, I want them to like kind of explain how they knew each other. But she went and helped this man who was an extreme like danger to society. And for what? For what? Yeah, he's obviously very manipulative. They're playing like phone calls between him and her, I think, and he's like playing the victim about everything and basically saying that he pled guilty. But it's like, to go as far as getting another body into the prison, staging a fire to make it seem like he died via fire into the prison, and get him out and then go with him. Like, what are we doing?
Hello you guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Solo. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and of course do make sure that you do share this video. So you guys, Beauty and the Best debuted 3 days ago on Netflix, you guys, and it is currently streamed #1 on the platforms, and Americans are busy hopping into this Netflix. So today I want to talk about a new Netflix true crime documentary series, Beauty and the Best, which has just dropped. Now it has been getting a lot of attention, especially because of its controversial subject matter involving Dr. Nandipha Magudumana and Thabo Bester. I watched it, you guys, and I want to share a bit of what I thought, what stood out, what questions remains. Beauty and the Bester is a 3-part documentary on Netflix that explores the connection between Dr. Nandipha Magudumana and Thabo Bester, who's notorious for his prison escape and other serious allegations. Now, the documentary tries to answer how deep is Dr. Nandipha Magudumana's involvement. Did she knowingly participate in her wrongdoings? What was the nature of their relationship, and how much of what is being alleged is backed up by evidence? The series also covers events like prison fire, suspicious circumstances around the escape, and investigations crossing borders. Many people will know of Dr. Nandipha Magudumana as a cosmetic doctor, a public figure, celebrity doctor, someone with a big presence on social media and in beauty circles. According to public records, including what is in the documentary, she studied medicine in the University of Witwatersrand, was active in aesthetic medicine, and became a well-known public figure. The documentary suggests that Dr. Nandipha's license to practice was revoked. She was arrested in Tanzania alongside Thabo Bester, deported back to South Africa, and has been detained. As of mid-2025, there has been legal pushback She filed a petition to stop Netflix from airing the documentary, claiming defamation and the right to a fair trial. The petition, however, was rejected, and it was later revealed that Dr. Nandipha had agreed to Netflix for the documentary and that she was secretly paid. So, episode 1 opens with the fire and the death of a notorious criminal, which triggers investigations. The question raised, was it really an accident or something planned? And of course, it did turn out that it wasn't indeed Thabo Bester who had died in that fire. You guys, now episode 2 delves into the relationship between Bester and Dr. Nandipha Magudumana, exploring whether her involvement was romantic, whether she was aware of his plans, and whether she had anything to gain. And of course, the last episode, which is episode 3, widens the net. Cross-border movements where the laws were broken, what happens when evidence crosses jurisdictions, and how authorities responded. Now the show combines interviews, documents, media coverage, and expert commentary. It does a decent job of laying out what is in the public already, what is alleged, and a lot. Now, the storyline is definitely compelling. The pacing is believable. It starts with something big, fire escape, builds with personal elements, then broadens to legal and societal issues. Now, some claims feel less substantiated. The show sometimes uses media reports or speculations. It is not always clear what is confirmed versus what is alleged. That's expected in true crime, though, right, you guys? But it means viewers should watch critically. There are parts where documentary could have dug deeper, for example, more legal documentation or more voices from both sides. Transparency and balance are critical, especially when real people's reputation and legal statuses are involved. Also, because the trial is ongoing, some parts may change. What is alleged now might be proven differently later. The series can only reflect what is currently in public, and of course, people do feel like Thabo Bester's mother was not given enough time. She only spoke for about 3 minutes, and they felt like she should have given more airtime. They wanted to know more about Thabo Bester, the villain. Now, you guys, the storytelling, let me tell you, is compelling. The pacing is believable. It starts like something big, fire escape, builds up with personal elements, and then broadens to legal and societal implications. It raises important questions around accountability, fame, public trust, and how people in position of privilege are treated when allegations comes up. Also, for many viewers, this is one of their first deep looks at Thabo Bester's story and the possible role of others like Dr. Nandipha. So it brings a lot of clarity, or at least introduces nuance. Well, there you have it, you guys. Please do engage your thoughts with me in the comment section down below. Also like, and of course, do subscribe.